Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be reviewing Emperor Palpatine's Royal Guards 6th scale figures from Hot Toys. And there we go. Now I'm really excited about this. Ever since I was a little boy, the Imperial Guards just amazed me. They didn't do anything in the movies, but just the look of them, it just dragged me in, and I loved them. So they've been one of my favourites for many years. So this is, I just got it a few days ago, and when I opened it up and first looked at it, it blew my mind. I really like this figure. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, as you can see, he looks absolutely amazing. Now, I'll just take him off the stand. There's his force pike there. We'll have a look at this first. His force pike, or a wizard's wand. Take that, Potter. It's quite big. It doesn't have much detail on it. It's sort of got a little switch there to turn it on, but it's quite long. Let's see if we can focus in there. No sort of real design on it. Very plain. Looks like quite an elegant sort of weapon. No bells and whistles. Quite nice. And if you want a 6 scale figure with extras, this figure doesn't come with any extras. It just comes with 6 pairs of hands, and you got your pike holder sort of hand, and then your open palm, your left open palm, and then you got your two fists there. Red sort of gloves. Again, no real sort of design on there or engravings or anything. They're very plain, but they look good on the figure. A very red looking figure. Everything's red on him except for his visor is black, and it looks absolutely amazing. Now I'll just take him off the stand. I'll just give you a quick rundown on the stand. I don't usually like doing stands because they're boring, so this is going to be real quick. Just a bit of a pattern on the ground there, and then you got your logo, Star Wars Royal Guard. So yeah, not much going on there. I suppose that gives the impression of the Emperor's room. So very standard, but quite nice. But as for the figure, now his red cloak. This material here is gangster. I absolutely love it. It feels so silky smooth. I would love a doona of this stuff. It's like Darth Vader's as well. It's very it just feels warm and cozy. Now, he's got, underneath his cloak, he's got a red sort of garment there. Can you see that? I've got to bring it out a bit more, don't I? So he's got a red sort of garment with a red big belt on him. And then his undergarment sort of splits into two halves. So you got your front there, and then you got your back there, and then he's got his red pants that look sort of the same as his undergarment and his belt. His boots are nice and big. They look great. They're nice and high up his legs. They look sort of nice and leathery. Bit of a point on them. Point on the boot. They look great. They complement the figure perfectly. And then you got a bit of a heel there. So yeah, nice stylish looking boots on him. Nice undergarment. Nice feeling undergarment too. But this cloak is where it's at. Now it's quite big. It's a massive cloak. It covers him fully all the way around. And it's only got the one split on the right hand side. See how that splits like that? On the left hand side it doesn't. It's still intact. So he can only open up from the right hand side. So when he's got his arm out, the cloak has to go over his arm like that. Yeah, it covers him nicely. There's heaps of cloak there to fully cover him. Not a problem. But this is the most appealing part of this figure, and that's the helmet. That helmet is absolutely popping. I'm going to have to take the camera off. Now just check this helmet out, guys. That helmet is absolutely cranking. That's gangster. I absolutely love it. It is made and molded to perfection. Look how it just curls over his shoulder. Now, practicality terms, I don't think it'll be too comfortable for him for looking around. There's not too much movement in his head. Left and right and forward and back. As you can see, it hugs around his shoulders and his back and his chest quite comfortably, but it looks absolutely stunning. It's got a shine to it. It looks great. Now, I don't know why in the new Star Wars movies that came out when they had the Imperial guards for Snoke, I don't know why they didn't reintroduce these guards and have them kicking some ass. I love it. I absolutely love the figure from Hot Toys. They have done exceptionally well. The clothing, the cloaks on him feel good. They feel gangster. There's no extras, but I wasn't expecting extras with this figure. There's really not much. Well, you've seen him on Return of the Jedi, and they didn't play a massive part, and you didn't really see much of them. That's why I would have liked to see them make a bit more of a movie from him. But yeah, the helmet comes on. The helmet's absolutely gangster. He looks amazing, and an absolute big thumbs up to Hot Toys for this figure. Now I'll just stick the camera back on there. Now with his head sort of, you can just pull the head off like that. I'll just stand him up. Jeez, he looks ghostly with no head, doesn't he? But yeah, that helmet is where it's at. Absolutely so cool. So as you can tell, when I stick him back on, line him up, that there's not very limited movement forward and back and left and right, but he's there for the poses, so that doesn't faze me or bother me in the slightest. So there you go, guys, the 6th scale figure of the Royal Guard from Hot Toys. absolute massive thumbs up. I'll take some pictures of him posed, and he looks absolutely fantastic. So cheers, guys. I hope you like this review. Like and share it. And yeah, I can't wait. I've got my order in for Palpatine. I can't wait to put these two together. So as soon as Palpatine comes in, I'll be reviewing him as well. So yeah, really enjoyable. Absolutely love it. And he's going to be a centerpiece with Palpatine on display. They're going to look fantastic. You want to support Grilly on Twitter? That's great. You can follow him at Silver Swan Games.